Hi guys, my name is Abel Garcia. I am a male detransitioner. My story begins in 2016 when I went to see a therapist here in Southern California. On my first appointment with this therapist, I told her, I think I might be transgender and I need your help. Immediately, I was affirmed by that same therapist. She told me I had my letter to transition for hormones, and when I asked her why, she told me that she did not want to gatekeep me. I did not accept the hormones that day. I waited a couple months. Eventually, my father took me to Mexico, which was the incident that, looking back now, is what caused me to transition. So my father took me to a brothel in Mexico. To make that story, long story short, I was with a prostitute against my own will. After that incident, like I said, continued going to this therapist and eventually accepted the hormones. Not even a year into hormones, that another medical professional had given me a letter to have surgery. I had only asked for breast implants, and I said that eventually I want to get my face done, and I want to get what is commonly known as bottom surgery. For a male, that would have been to remove my genitals. Like I said, so I only had asked for top surgery. After that, a few weeks later, I get in the mail a letter from my insurance saying that I've been approved for both top and bottom surgery. I ignored the letter for bottom surgery, but I did eventually get top surgery. A few months after I got top surgery, after all the euphoria ended, after all the love bombing had ended, after every type of support that I had ended for me, one day I just woke up and I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was looking, what am I doing to my body? I realized that no matter what I did, hormones, surgeries, even if the world accepted me as a woman, I would have never been a woman. All I was is a carbon copy of a woman, a caricature of a woman, what I believed a woman was. But I would have never known what a woman truly is, as I am not a woman. I was just a man pretending to be a woman. So after that, I went to see my therapist, the one who affirmed me right away, and I told her, I think I made a mistake. What's going on? She told me, it's not because I made a mistake, it's because I have childhood trauma that is resurfacing. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little everywhere.
You've been great.
And that because I just had surgery and I was recovering. After that I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna see her. I went to a second therapist and I said, I think I made a mistake, what can we do? He did not agree with me wanting to detransition. Instead, he told me I should not be too cavalier with my gender identity regarding detransitioning because I don't know the full extent of the damage that could be done to my body. Now, I think y'all just caught that. Unless I'm wrong, I was told I should not detransition because I don't know the harm that could be done to my body. I was questioned when I wanted to detransition, but where was those questions when I wanted to transition? They weren't there. I was immediately affirmed. So after that, I went to a third therapist. But before that, I was losing hope. I was feeling hopeless, lonely. I didn't know what to do. But thankfully, I was able to find a third therapist who was willing to help me, detransition, even though in California, conversion therapy is banned. And the reason why I say that is because he wasn't doing conversion therapy. He was just talking to me like a normal person. But because the California state does not approve of detransitioning, they only approve of transitioning, my therapist would have been accused of conversion therapy. After a couple years of fighting the state, after fighting my insurance, we eventually was able to get me to detransition. I had to fight my insurance, and now here I stand as a detransitioner. Almost done, guys, sorry. So the reason why I'm here today is I'm here asking the AAP to take a stance, to take a step back from the current model right now, because the only model we have right now is to affirm and affirm only. We do not ask questions of why a child wants to transition. If we ask those questions, as y'all already saw, we have protesters accusing us of being transphobic, of being hateful, but we are not hateful. We do not want children to be harmed. These children are going to be sterilized for the rest of their lives. They're going to be on expensive drugs. And how many surgeries are they going to have that have high complication rates? So again, I am here asking the AAP to take a stance and to look at the current model we have, because we cannot be harming our children. We cannot be harming young adults. Thank you very much, guys.